Just when you see homeless people, like we just had some stuff went on with us, some traumatic experience.
I had to tell you all this because I found out I have cancer again.
Hello. Hi. Good. How are you? I provide resources and share the stories of those in need. I want to give this to you, and do you mind if I sit with you and ask you a few questions?
I don't mind.
Okay. What's your name?
April.
April. My name's Eric.
Eric, nice to meet you. Eric.
Nice. You mind if I sit down with you?
Sit on down.
If you don't mind me asking, how long have you been homeless or in need for?
5 years. I've had 2 strokes and 2 heart attacks,
Wow.
and I'm bleeding on the brain.
Oh wow. I'm sorry about that. Okay.
It's okay. You just kind of, well, you learn how to go with it. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that.
Yeah. Like I'm thinking I'm moving forward, but really I'm not. And I'm starting back at the same place. It's like you're almost in a hole and you don't know how to get out of it.
I understand.
Best way I can explain it.
Okay. I
Yeah.
understand. What would you say you're most grateful for in life?
Friends and family,
Friends and family?
yes.
Okay. How is your family and friend life?
Not so good since I've been out here.
Really?
Yeah, cause I was kind of like, I had when I did work, I worked, and I kind of had a routine. You just never have no routine with this.
Really? What does maybe a day-to-day look like for you?
So this morning you get up and you see who's gonna feed, cause certain people feed on certain days,
Okay.
and so everybody share information. Like tonight, we can sleep here during the day. At night, you can't sleep here.
It's been challenging kind of sleeping in different spots during the day and night.
Well, you try to, me, I don't like sleeping by myself sometimes, but not all the time. I'd rather be around a group of people.
Right.
Because you feel safer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I get that. So would you have friends around here?
Yes, I know everybody in the park knows everybody.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then if you go down to Wills Park, there's a lot of homeless people, and everybody know everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've been out here. Like I said, I've been out here 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah, you meet some people, you know, we share resources like where to go get eat, where to go get hygiene and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Okay, so what would you say, speaking of resources, is a resource you think you could use more of, or, and again, it doesn't even have to be like a specific monetary one, it could be maybe just people listening to you about you and your story, or food and water.
Like most of us out here are on, and I can't speak for most of us, but I know a lot of us are on disability, and so that makes it very hard for us to get a place.
Mm-hmm.
That place over there is $950 plus a deposit. So we're talking about almost $2,000 just to get into a place.
Oh, wow.
We don't get that much.
Right.
Right. The place across the street, it's like $400 a week.
400 a week. Oh, wow. That's a lot. Yeah. That's a lot of money.
So, you know, so it makes it kind of hard for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What would you say is some of like the next steps or next stages that you're looking forward in life? Like, what are you working towards?
Sticking with my case management. I have case management,
Okay.
and so sticking with those kind of resources because they can help me more.
Mm-hmm.
I think they can do more than I can do by myself.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any other like messages or advice or something you want to share to people maybe in a similar situation to you that you think would be beneficial for people to hear or to know?
Just when you see homeless people, like we just had some stuff went on with us, some traumatic experience. People think people out here because they're on drugs and stuff, and that's not necessarily the case.
Mm-hmm.
Each person has their own story.
Right. And that's exactly why I do this too, because I've helped out over hundreds of people already, and nobody's had the same exact story as the next one, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's gone through something different as well. So
Right.
That's why I think it's super powerful just listening to what you've been through and other people in similar situations to you, you know?
Yeah, because when my husband, before he passed, we didn't have this. We had enough, and we lived a modest life, but we didn't want for anything. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that.
But this situation, I'm gonna tell you something, has made me very grateful because I think I started taking some stuff for granted.
Mm-hmm. What's some of the stuff you thought you maybe took for granted before?
Being able to go home and take a shower.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Really, and go in my refrigerator and get something to eat.
Right. Yeah.
Because it's like every day, so people get used to it. Like it's like, but when you don't have it,
Yeah.
yeah.
it's tough, I'm sure, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just brings everything back into perspective.
Right. And that's the big thing, is just perspective in your life and what you go through and stuff. So
Right.
that's super powerful. I just want to thank you for sharing your story and just
Yeah.
talking and everything. And I hope some of the resources in there help out just a little bit
Thank you.
for life and everything. But keep your head up and keep working hard, all right?
Okay, thank
You
you.
got this.
Thanks, Eric.
Thank you for being so positive too.
No problem.
That's awesome. So, you want the journal?
So, but if you write stuff down and you do what's first, second, it makes it easier.
That's what I thought too. All right, good. I'm glad you enjoy the resources and everything, all right? I wish there was more I could give. Is there anything more have you eaten today yet? Have you, anything?
If I get some chicken from Burgers, that would be awesome.
Yeah. What type of chicken?
The fried.
Oh, the fried chicken there? Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Let's get it.
Okay.
All right, I'll be back. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be back. I'm gonna come back here. Are you still gonna be here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get it then.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Oh, hello. Oh, sorry to wake you. I'm back. I brought the food and everything, so
Thank you.
hope you enjoy that, and
Thank
wishing the best for you and everything else moving forward, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
All right, I'll see you. Nice to meet you as well. Bye. What we do is we provide resources to those in need and share their stories as well. Your name's Colleen, right? My name's Eric.
Hi.
It's great meeting you.
You too.
So how long, if you don't mind me asking, have you been homeless or in need for?
Well, my son and I came to Florida, Tampa on an airplane, January 15th last year. Our 4 phones were broke. The airport doesn't provide internet.
Mm-hmm.
So we each had a big piece of luggage with wheels and matching 3 pieces.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
The luggage, yeah.
And a panhandler with blonde hair and a ponytail threw rocks at us because we didn't want to pay attention to him screaming, "Florida has no resources. There is no help out here. You have to panhandle to get a hotel." We weren't interested. We were just trying to find internet.
Right.
He threw rocks at me.
I'm sorry about that.
So my son picked him up in the middle of traffic and put the guy on his butt.
Yeah.
My son went to jail
Mm-hmm.
for battery.
Sorry
Not
about
the
that
guy
as well.
who
Yeah,
threw
that threw rocks
rocks at
at you
us.
guys.
No.
That's unfair.
So my son and I have no phone. He went to jail with no shoes and no phone. Him and I not knowing Florida whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
So I go out there to try to find where he is and when he's getting released. And anyway, after he was released at 1:30 in the morning. Couldn't call me or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I was under the impression he would be there at 8 a.m.
Right.
So when I'm there, I'm a whole day late,
Mm-hmm.
screaming and yelling down the streets for my son, getting on every bus from 5 a.m. until 10:30 p.m. trying to find him for 10 days.
That's awful. I'm sorry.
And in between that time, the month that he was in there, I didn't know I broke my hip. I have arthritis and I'm recovering from breast cancer, 1.5 years of chemo and radiation.
I'm glad you're alive and recovered.
Well, my foot couldn't step up anymore to take a step
Mm-hmm.
while he's incarcerated, and I got all the luggage,
Oh, wow.
okay?
Right.
So I knew I had to go to the hospital. I had hip surgery. I got a pin and a screw in there. Well, while I'm moving luggage, big black woman in a van, Walmart parking lot, Del Mabry,
Mm-hmm.
seen me doing this and picked up all of Jesse's bags.
Oh, wow.
While I'm up a block and going back, while my back's turned, she put it in the van. I seen her following me. And then,
Jeez.
yeah, so I told the officer he wouldn't do anything about it.
That's awful. So you lost the luggage that you guys had coming to Florida?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And we couldn't call anybody. Now I'm alone. So after the hip surgery, I was staying at Salvation Army.
We were actually just over there. Yeah.
Okay, they're really nice there.
They are really nice.
Anyway, after recovery, somebody knocked me down from behind. I couldn't get up because I had hip surgery. So I had this big thing on my head. I still got a little scar right there.
I'm sorry.
But they stole everything. So we've been out here a year. I finally got my driver's license.
Congratulations.
Him and I finally got our birth certificates. I've been fighting over 7 months to get Medicaid and food stamps. I finally got the Medicaid.
There we go. It's a good sign, right?
But in the meantime, I did a follow-up for the hip surgery. I had to tell you all this because I found out I have cancer again.
I'm sorry about
with the
that.
Follow-up, okay? So I'm going to doctors and finding out Florida law is you have to have an address to see specialists, pain management and such. So we were in a house paying $900 a month for a room.
Okay.
My son was actually working with the man. He's making money. Well, then because everything being stolen, my Medicaid from where we came from dropped. So Medicare's taken the first month $364 out of my check. I'm disabled. I'm on Social Security, very low income.
Okay.
Okay. 364 is a lot. Then the doctors are $35 to $50. Every procedure to me is $120.
Okay.
Okay, I did five or six. I still have 7 I have to do, 860 worth.
Wow.
Okay, and then all the medications. One medication's 39, one's 11, it varies. I couldn't do it anymore, that's why I'm back out on the streets.
Where's your son at, if you don't mind me asking?
He's incarcerated again.
Do you mind me asking what happened?
Okay, so he's trespassed from this park right here.
Okay.
Okay, but he can walk up and down the sidewalk. The very first park bench is not in the park. It's behind here. The sign for the park is on that side. I wasn't feel good. My son knows I have cancer. He's the one who takes care of me.
Right.
I sat down. I had to sit down. He wanted me to go to Williams Park. I couldn't walk it.
Right.
I said, okay, I'll be back to check on you. He literally just got there, said, Mom, are you okay? Do you need anything? Police pulled up right then, handcuffed him.
For what?
They said trespassing. He's not trespassed. My son and I are both screaming, this is not the park. He's here to help me. Please don't do this. It was over March 17th, his dad's birthday.
So this was this year?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
His dad's birthday was St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
All I wanted him to do was have a green beer for his dad's birthday. He didn't make it because it was that weekend. That Saturday, I get paid the 3rd, so I am going to bail him out again. Where I come from, the police officers give out cards, baseball cards to children. To homeless people, they hand $100, take them grocery stores.
Right.
None of this hatred stuff here. I do not drink liquor, and I do not do drugs.
Like, how do I want to change the vibe a little bit? I think that what you said is super powerful, right? But I want to also know maybe what's like a resource or a way to better understand people in a similar situation to you, especially because the people that maybe incarcerated your son or have the other stuff that you've talked about maybe didn't understand you guys well.
Okay, I go into a church. There are resources to help with money for medications, prescriptions, doctors, procedures. So I went to every referral. The last church, because once you get to these places, they refer you to another.
Right.
Nobody has the funds. Nobody. So I walk in this church, I didn't even say a word because I have one tooth on top. She assumes I'm a crackhead and tells me, I got a place for you, go to Turning Point. I said, excuse me? Do they accept people who don't do drugs and who doesn't drink? Am I supposed to go there and lie?
Right. Yeah.
Oh, no, don't do that. Why'd you tell me to do that?
It's the assumptions that people make without understanding the stories and what people go through.
You just blow it off and you're like, wow, I am so sorry for that person. Now, we did not come here under the assumption that I wouldn't be able to pay for it or anything. We've come out here 18 days at a time in condos on vacation and stuff, and by my aunt's house, and I knew I could afford it back then. I had no idea it changed like this.
Right, right.
So, Yeah,
Wow.
when my purse got stolen and me having to try to get my bank card back so I could lay my head down somewhere or so I could buy food. Almost all of us are like family now, you know, all the homeless get along. We have each other's backs.
And what's one final thing you think that you want to share to people about maybe your situation or somebody going through a similar situation that you think would help understand everything going
Talk
on?
to the person, don't judge them because they got a tooth in their head. You know, not everybody are drug addicts and drunks. Not everybody are thieves. You know, get to know the person before you judge them.
Love it.
That's all.
Couldn't have said it better. Could I get a hug from you?
Yeah.
Wishing the best for you, your family, your brother, and everything. I do have a few resources that I want to give. It's some basic necessities, like there's a water, a journal in there if you want to write down any thoughts, some socks and everything. So hope those help out a little bit, and thank
They
you.
will, I got blisters.
Oh, okay. Well, the socks will be very useful then. But just thank you for sharing everything. Really wishing the best for you and everyone else in the area too, all right?
Yes.
Have a blessed day.
There's a lot of good people out here.
Thank you guys for watching. We have the GoFundMe officially set up and we have a donation goal of $25. We're gonna start this. I know you guys can crush it. So if you wanna go help out, support the people that we encounter, make sure to go check out the description. If you wanna see more videos just like this, make sure you click here. Well, I'll see you guys next week.